Welcome to section 6 of this lecture. That is UGBS 207, Social Responsibility and Ethics. Section 6 deals with corporate philanthropy. Corporate philanthropy is one of the corporate initiatives or social initiatives of an organization. And here, the focus of corporate social philanthropy or corporate philanthropy is, it has to do with the donations, the voluntary actions of the firm to help society, usually either in cash or in kind. My dear student, most practitioners and students as well as scholars usually equate corporate social responsibility to corporate philanthropy. By way of overview, corporate philanthropy is an aspect of corporate social initiatives that deals with the corporation's donations and charitable activities to address societal and environmental concerns. There are diverse corporate philanthropy programs among corporate institutions, and corporate philanthropy also has potential benefits and concerns that will be discussed in these sessions. And at the end of the session, you should be able to understand what corporate philanthropy is, understand the potential benefits of it, the potential challenges of it, differentiate it from corporate social responsibility, what are the key success factors of it, and then when is it appropriate to embark on it. Key topics to be discussed are typical corporate philanthropy programs, potential benefits of it, potential concerns, success of it, as well as the developing philanthropy programs and key motives for doing it. My dear student, you might visit the UG Sakai platform for links for resources on corporate philanthropy. Now, corporate philanthropy may be defined as a direct contribution by a corporation to a charity or cause, most often in the form of cash grants, donations, or in-kind services. And typical programs include providing cash donations, offering grants, awarding scholarships, donating products, donating services, providing technical expertise, and offering the use of equipment. The benefits of corporate philanthropy include, and not limited to, reputation as a corporate citizen. Reputation as a corporate citizen. Here, when we talk of a corporate citizen, we are likening the institution like a human being. And every human being has some kind of social responsibilities that you are supposed to perform. So we expect the organizations to have certain kind of responsibility towards the society. So when you are involved in corporate philanthropy, then you are seen as a good citizen. And just as human beings, when human beings we do good in society, you are termed as a good person, and when you do bad, you're also seen as a what? A bad person. It's the same thing as corporations being labeled as citizens. It says that they are citizens and they exist in society and they must be contributing their quota to the welfare of the society. So you have a good reputation when you do corporate philanthropy. Then there is also sort of consumer centricity when organizations engage in corporate philanthropy. What it means is that attention, consumer attentions are also captured. They focus on the organizations when they get involved in corporate philanthropy than when they don't get involved. And then ethical organizations. Ethical organizations are perceived to be organizations that will not do bad things. They will do the right things. So when you are involved in philanthropic activities, you are seen as an ethical organization that will always do good and will not harm society, will rather always champion the cause of the society. You also build and securing strong brand position when you engage in corporate philanthropy. Your brand is easily noticed. Your brand is remembered when you engage in corporate philanthropy than when you are not. Your brand is remembered easily when need arises compared to organizations that do not engage in corporate philanthropy. And then it also strengthens the corporation's industry position. Among your peers in the industry which is made up of collection of firms, your position in that industry will be strengthened. You will not be lagging behind, you will not be found wanting, you will always be noticed. There are some concerns, despite the benefits that we have enumerated about the benefits of corporate philanthropy. There are some potential concerns that we need to highlight. The first thing is that selecting the social cause and reputation of charity organization. The social cause that you need to embark on is very, very important. What social cause that you need to get involved? Sometimes it's possible organizations get involved in certain cause that society is not actually, that's not what society actually need. So it's important you select social causes that you think the target market or the target audience will be interested, society is interested in. Implementing is also another challenge that we need to be concerned about. Usually it's difficult to implement corporate philanthropic programs, and monitoring the use of donations for intended purpose is usually a challenge. And it's always, sometimes the cost of implementing a particular program sometimes always outweighs the benefits of it. And that is a concern of most people, that organizations actually do not, the cost is not to help them, but to help themselves. Difficult in quantifying donations that are in kind. Sometimes it's very difficult for you to really quantify donations that are not really in cash terms. You can easily mention an amount, but when things are in kind, like staff volunteering, it's usually very difficult for people to be able to quantify that. There are some key success factors of corporate philanthropy. First of all, align corporate giving with business activities. Align corporate giving with business activities. When you give, yes, try to link it to your business activities, and then clarify the role of officers and directors. Officers and directors, you need to clarify what their roles are when you embark on corporate philanthropy. The challenge is sometimes people get into each other's roles and it doesn't help the cause. Especially, for instance, MTN has a foundation, and usually has a directors, and we need to clarify those who go to the field and those who should be at the top, and who are those supposed to influence initiatives on the field and those who are supposed to be at the top. Establish standards of independence for board members. You need to establish standards of independence for board members. They should be independent of each other, and they shouldn't influence each other when you establish a cause. People should not influence each other in that cause. Measure financial and social performance. Financially, how are you doing, and how is it impacting on societies? Then you are making an impact. We should not just look at our financial gains from the social initiatives that we have embarked on. How does it also improve the lives? Are we able to measure that? That is also very, very important. And we need to communicate the results. When we get results that are good, it's important we talk about our corporate philanthropic activities. We should not shelve them, but rather we should let people be aware of what we are doing. And then we also need to celebrate our success when we change lives. Now, to develop philanthropic endeavors, the process begins with reference to already established philanthropic priorities, those that have been chosen by the company as areas of focus based on a variety of factors, including business goals, employee passions, and customer concerns. Determining levels of contributions, developing a communication plan, establishing monitoring and evaluation systems to keep track of total cash contributions, estimate the value of any service, and provide feedback on programs and impacts on society, designing, tracking, and measuring tools. Now, my dear student, we have just gone through corporate philanthropy. And what I would like you to note is that corporate philanthropy, which is sometimes the discretionary activities of an organization, is not the same as corporate social responsibility. It's an aspect of corporate social responsibility. And here, when we talk of corporate philanthropy, we are looking at the donations that firms will make to society, either cash or in kind. And there are so many benefits that an organization can derive from embarking on corporate philanthropy. We have mentioned some of them, like the corporate image, the goodwill, and so on and so forth. There are also some challenges that embarking on corporate philanthropy will have for an organization, which an organization needs to be aware of. It is also important that we monitor and evaluate the implementation of our corporate philanthropic activities to ensure that what we intended to do is what we are also, achieving. It is also important to realize that corporate philanthropy, it's important for us to relate our activities to the products and services that we deal with. The initiatives that we embark on, we should look inward to see the line of business that we are, so that we can be in line with what society requirements are. And it can also benefit the organization in terms of our initiatives. At this juncture, I will encourage you to also try some questions as you relax. First of all, can you identify and explain some key success factors for corporate philanthropy? And 2, can you explain the processes involved in developing corporate philanthropy? 3, differentiate between corporate philanthropy and that of corporate social responsibility.